EPLANT Piping Basic tutorial. This video shows the setting parameters that control the drawing of piping isometrics. We select the isometric extraction command. To set the material takeoff list, dimensions and annotation, we can work in the 3D model, but it is better to take the equivalent commands from inside any isometric file, because in this way we could directly check the results of any changes. We select this option to set the sheet format. We can separate the format in a block for the header with attributes to be automatically filled in during the extraction. The blocks selectable for this function must be placed in the ISOE project folder and have the ISO H prefix. We can also use another block for the format. In this case, it could be inserted as block or as an XREF if it were very big, for example, because it must include a complex client logo. A simple alternative is a block for the header that includes the format also. Both examples with the ISO HF prefix have these definitions. If this option is checked, the block representing the geographical north selected in the menu will be automatically inserted. Given that the isometric file is a 3D drawing file too, by rotating the view, the north block will always point in the correct direction. The other way is to include the north symbol in the isometric format, but in that case the program cannot assure the correct orientation anymore. It is convenient that the drawing window, that is, the rectangular space delimiting the isometric drawing, be interactively defined inside an isometric file directly. This button allows opening the section where the criteria used for isometric drawing are defined. The first parameter is the insertion scale of the isometric symbols. Predefined isometric blocks conform themselves to a 5 units module in their drawings. By modifying the scale, it is possible to increase or decrease this value without changing the symbols themselves. The length of pipe segments is distorted in a way to maintain a proportion with the actual length, but compressed between this minimum value and this maximum value. This value is the length value in millimeter. If the sum of the total length of all pipes in the isometrics is greater than this value, the value used for the longest pipe is calculated multiplying the minimum length by the value of the following parameter. This option allows limiting the drawing size when the pipe is very long, for example in a rack. We can define the colors assigned to the layers used to draw the isometric itself, and the continuation in other lines or equipment nozzles. We can also define how to separate the isometric in different sheets, in case the line going outside the drawing area. It may be disable the separation, or set it manual or automatic. In the manual case, a separation will be generated where an isometric cut component is placed on the line in the 3D model. This is the suggested method when the line is a complicated one. We can execute the same command but inside an isometric already extracted. It will be more intuitive defining, for example, the drawing area that can be displayed in this way. The drawing area can be defined interactively. Window coordinates origin is placed in the bottom left corner, and it is equal to the format and header insertion point.